Hello again, this is Max with my coding challenges. This is another 2 week challenge where I try and learn a new coding language, new aspect of code. In 2 weeks, this week, these last 2 weeks, I've learned how to code with the Python Arcade library. Um, so without further ado, let's actually see what the code looks like. This is the code. It has pretty cool sound effects. It has a sound effect when it hits enemy, when you shoot a bullet. Um, the enemies move from one side to the other side of the screen. I should have them do more movements. The bullets are random from which enemies. That's the game over. So after 2 seconds of being hit, the game will close out. Enemies will stop shooting and you can no longer kill them for those 2 seconds. Um, I need to add a way to keep the game running, but right now I don't have that. This is the final boss. It just respawns to the center, so technically you can pretty much just cheese it. I need to change which direction the bullets come from, and I will do that to one of the updates to the code that I do. You still have to be kind of careful of that center bullet. The side bullets are kind of just there to distract you, and that's the entire game. So, let's look at the code. This is the constants, you have the scaling, you have a whole bunch of different stuff. Where sprites PNG, all of my sprites are kept here, and along with the music. This Excel file is actually to run the game for other people. I use Python installer, the Py installer, to compile the game. So this is the player class, and this is the game class. Game class is where all the magic happens. So initialize, this is to start up everything, have the correct variables. This is where the variables get assigned to the correct things. This is where monsters get added to the list and their locations. Background, screen, background music, music for the sound effects. This is the draw. This is what actually makes everything visible. This is for just the player speed. And this is where I coded a ton of stuff that I probably should have made into more functions, but I just left all into this update code. So here it is. This is to make the sprites move back and forth across the screen. It's really long and not a really great piece of code, but it works, and I like it. It's not terrible. It moves the sprites from one side to the other. The game is challenging for the first couple times you play it. This is the end. This is to close out the window, and the start timer to close the window. This is the bullet that the sprites shoot, the enemy sprites. This is to check to see if the player gets hit by a sprite bullet shooting them. This is to remove the sprites if they get off the screen. Um, this is for the player bullets to remove from the enemy sprite list and to update the scoreboard. Remove the player sprites once they leave the top of the screen. Final boss added in when all the other monsters are gone. This is the UN function. Okay, this is for pressing the keyboards. The controls to this is the side keys and the spacebar. And this is the main function. This is what runs the actual game. This is my I need to do list. And thanks for joining me. Bye.